I will.
Following up her question, what about nuclear? What about the Second Amendment, and what would you cut to get the spending down, balance the budget?
Okay, number one, nuclear, absolutely. I've always been for safe nuclear energy. The key there is we don't want any Chernobyls, meaning that we need standards, the highest standards in the way these things are designed. And those have to be controlled, not by states, that has to be controlled by another entity. But yes, we need much more nuclear energy. Look at France. Most of its energy comes from those safe nuclear plants. Second Amendment, well, look at my record. And that's an individual right I've always supported. NRA always supported me when I was running. What was the other question?
What would you cut to balance the spending?
What would you cut? How about the waste? Medicare. $400 billion they estimate, because as soon as someone steals your identity and they've got all the data, the crooks know that if they fill out the forms the right way, the computer cuts the checks. Did you see 60 Minutes? By the time we get onto it, the stores are closed where they're filing all these things in Florida. They're always one step ahead of us. We got to be smarter. We got to eliminate the waste. There's too much waste in this government. That's the spending we start with.
Not the federal government, Medicare. Along with Steve's question, what about federal salaries? They're obscene.
Well, you know, here's another thing. All public salaries. In the beginning, public jobs attracted pretty good pensions because they weren't paid as much as people in the private sector. But somehow the unions upped all those salaries, and with it come the pensions much higher, because you can determine your pension in most cases by the average of the last 3 years. And what I'm seeing in my county is that they have overtime in those last 3 years they've never had before, and they're getting bigger pensions than what they were paying as salaries. This is gaming your neighbor, gaming us, the citizens. It's got to stop, okay?